It's Spark season and Tecno is on the roll. Last week we had the Spark 40, now we have the Spark 40 Pro. And trust me, this is not a normal entry-level device. We're talking 13 AI features. Yes, they are not all groundbreaking, but you rarely see these features on phones in this price point. The Spark 40 runs on Android 15, it rocks a design similar to the A15, and the display, bro, it's absolutely stunning, of course. Of course, good looks are one thing, but how does this device actually perform in real-life use? Unboxing the Spark 40 Pro, this is what you get. You get the device itself, a sleek protective case, a 45 watts fast charging brick, USB-C cable, wired earpiece, and warranty card. Honestly, I would say this is a pretty generous package for a budget-friendly device. Let's move to the design and display. You're getting a 6.78-inch AMOLED display, ultra colorful and bright. You get a resolution of 1.5K, a big step for Tecno. Normally, devices like this come with 720p or 1080p. You also get 144Hz refresh rate, which makes scrolling butter smooth. Tecno's display quality can now rival other brands. I remember back in the days where Tecno displays were a little less colorful, so big ups to Tecno. I think my favorite part about this device is how slim it is. It's 6.69 millimeters and it weighs 170 grams, which is lighter than last year's Spark 30 Pro, which weighs 188.6 grams. The matte finish at the back makes it feel premium and it stops it from being a fingerprint magnet. It also comes with Corning Gorilla Glass 7.1 protection, in-display fingerprint sensor, not something you see in this price point. You get slimmer bezels, dual stereo speaker, which gives you better audio experience, and they come in 4 colors, which is ink black, moon titanium, lake blue, and bamboo green. Let's move to battery and charging. You get a 5160 mAh battery, great for all day use. You also get a 45 watts charging brick in the box. For my charging test from the regular Spark 40, it took 44 minutes to go from 0 to 60%. So I'm actually curious to see how long it takes the Spark 40 Pro to go from 0 to 65%. So there are other flagship level charging options you get on this device. Number 1 is reverse charging. This device comes with 10 watts reverse charging that you can use to charge your buds or your watch. And my favorite one, bypass charging. So for example, let's say you're gaming, you can plug your charger and to charge directly to the board and not drain your battery, which is cool for a phone in this price point. So for battery use and estimation, if you're a light user, you can get 24 hours or more. If you're a heavy user, someone that streams, plays games 24 hours, you will actually get 9 to 12 hours of this device. So now let's move to durability. Let's see how durable this device is. Now it has IP64 rating, which means it can survive water, splash, and dust. Doesn't mean you can immerse it, but if it's raining or if your phone falls into water for some few seconds, it will survive. You also get Corning Gorilla Glass 7.1, as I mentioned earlier. This Corning Gorilla Glass protection was introduced June 2024. It's designed specifically for mid-range devices, so it's actually cool to see it on an entry device. It offers 2 times better resistance than most glass in its class. The device can also survive drops from 1.5 meters, which is from chest or pocket area, which is quite useful for a budget device. Corning Gorilla 7 eye protection was first used with devices like Oppo Reno 12, Motorola Edge 60, Itel S25, so you actually know it's a strong protection. So let's move to software and special features. This device comes with Android 15 out of the box with iOS 15 on top. App openings are fast, transitions are smooth. You get built-in tools like Smart Panel, Screen Recorder, Split Screen multitasking, and I think the software experience is one of the most refined for the price point. You can tell Tecno put a lot of thoughts into this. The only downside is that we can't tell if there will be future updates on this phone, but so far, I still say it's a win. I forgot to mention dynamic ports and floating windows. These are features you don't see on mid-range or even entry devices. So it's actually cool to see this. It's useful for multitasking and to get a lot off your device. Now let's move to AI features. They are 13 in total. Some are useful, some are just basic AI features, but I'll tell you my favorite ones. I think the first one is Ella Voice Assist. It has DeepSeek integration and it can control your phone with voice commands. It can help you social media, help you write, create plans and documents. The second is recording summary. AI generated summary of voice recording you had, so no need to transcribe. transcribe your recording, and you can get, let's say you do a meeting on the phone, you just get a recent summary of that meeting. The second one is Circle to Search. It's famous and in a lot of mid-range and high-end devices, but it's actually cool to see it on an entry device. You know the drill. If you see an image or you see something you like, you circle to search, maybe to buy or to just find out details about that. You can also use it for sound too. The third one is Translation Assist, real-time translation support for text or speech, useful when you're traveling or if you have language barrier to translate it live. Now let's move to performance. The device is powered by the MediaTek Helio G100, same chipset found on the Camon 40 Pro 4G, Redmi Note 14 Pro 4G, and the Infinix Hot 40 Pro. It's paired with 8GB of RAM and 256 storage. Now, 8GB 256 storage has not been seen in any device in this price point. I've not seen it before. I was actually surprised. I thought it would be like 8GB and 128, but 8GB 256, it's enough for multitasking, media storage, and everything. Like, devices or specs like this will actually get the price up there, like 300K. But it's actually cool to see it on an entry device. The device has an Antutu score of 459K. It's solid for an entry or a mid-range device. You can play games with no headache, multitasking is smooth. Possibilities are endless. For gaming, it handles Call of Duty smoothly at medium graphics and high frame rates. For PUBG, it supports smooth graphics with ultra frame rates, which is amazing for this price point. You get decent thermal management. The device doesn't heat up quickly when you're gaming. I think it's a great option for casual gamers looking for a solid performance without breaking the bank. Now let's move to the camera of this device, which is one of the major highlights. At this point, it's safe to say Tecno cameras are now social media ready, even for budget-friendly devices like this. But remember, to get the best out of this device, you need good lighting. If not, you're on your own. Now, the rear camera on this phone is 50MP. It shoots 2K at 30fps for video. Portrait shots are sharp and they have great edge detection. Super Night mode delivers improved low lighting, better details, but it's not really perfect. For the front camera, you're getting a 13MP selfie shooter, also shoots 2K at 30fps for video. My second favorite feature is the dual video mode that lets you record with both cameras, front and back. This can be useful for storytelling or blogging. It's time to put you guys on the spot. I took some videos and pictures and I want you guys to rate it over 10. I want to know what you guys think, so let me know in the comments. Now let's move to sound. This phone comes with dual stereo speaker, which is rare at this price point, but we've seen it with the Infinix and the Spark 40, the entry one. Now, music is great on this device, gaming too is great. Tecno says the device are Dolby Atmos certified. I guess that's why they are clear and very, very loud. Now let's talk about FreeLink. This is Tecno or Transsion's new feature that allows you to make free text and free call with your devices. The only downside to it is that you can only make calls to Spark devices or Spark to smart devices. This can be useful if you are in the same space. Let's say you're a student or colleagues. You can make calls without internet or Wi-Fi or even a SIM card. So let's move to conclusion. Is this value for money? I would say this is value packed. In fact, the whole Spark series is value packed. I don't know any device that has all these features. Like, to script for this device, I had to take away some parts because it was too long. Like, bro, why is this device this good? Let me start with the pros. Smooth OS, Android 15, vibrant display, 1.5K AMOLED display, 144Hz, 13 AI features, 45 watts charging brick, Corning Gorilla Glass protection, dual stereo speaker, amazing camera that can shoot up to 2K. The only con I know this device has is that there's no information on future software, but I don't think it's a deal breaker. For a phone of this price point, I don't think, or people that actually buy phones of this price point, I don't think they care about that. If you ask me, I would say this is one of the best or the best value for money device out there. It's worth every penny. And it's an all-round device. It's good for gamers, students, the elderly, or people that do 9 to 5. Anyways, let me know what you think about the device and my review, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys.